Okay, y'all, it is colder than a witch's titty outside, but that's okay. So I just got home from a 2-day vacation at my best friend's house because, you know, we were just living it up, having a good time. It was my friend's birthday, so we're having a good time. But now I'm home, okay? And for the people that know me or do not know and what I do spiritually, I venerate my ancestors and I talk to my ancestors. You know, I'll do that woo-woo stuff. Okay, so what I am doing is I am just making a coffee offering and I'm putting water on my altar. I try to clean, well, not clean, but I try to give them a cute little coffee offering or something every 2 to 3 days. I like to let it sit every 2 or 3 days, you know, let them get a taste. Okay, let them say, hey, what's good, what's up, okay? But anyway, and also, I have a cute little recipe if you want to, you know, it's cold. It's about to snow. If you live in the Carolinas, you live in the South, or somewhere that's really cold, I'm here to give you a tea or, you know, something to keep your body warm, something to keep, you know, a preventative to keep you from getting sick and stuff like that. I heard a noise. Anyway. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, ADHD, I'm sorry. What I just did, I just got home. It's cold. I saw my jacket on and I had my bonnet on because I was in my bed at my friend's house. Do not judge me. Okay. I'm going to clean this cup with some water, dish soap, because you do not want to put a new offering in a dirty mug. Like, what's your issue? Why would you do that? You think your ancestors would do that to you? Child, right. So I'm just gonna clean the cup, wash it, make sure it's nice and clean for them, so they can have a clean cup to drink out of, and just make them feel like, okay, you know, I'm taking care of them, you know, because you don't want to get a dirty mug. Yeah, I hope you guys are keeping warm. Hope you guys are staying warm. Please, if you cannot drive, do not drive on these roads. If you're in an area where it's okay and safe to drive, please be safe because these roads are crazy. It's getting bonkers out here. So please be safe, y'all. And just don't risk your life for no job. I'm serious. Like, don't do it, okay? And this is the glass I'm using for the water. I'm going to do the same thing. Even though I don't really clean this glass, I just kind of rinse it out, you know, because it's water, you know. But also, I think I'm going to clean it out because I haven't cleaned it out in like 2 months. So I'm going to clean it out and just wash it and do what it do. This week has honestly been I haven't really been sleeping well. Not really. I haven't really been sleeping that good because I've just been all over the place mentally. You know, just things are happening in life. This Trump administration, everything going on, it's a lot. Like, I've been taking on a lot mentally. And I really haven't been on social media. I recently just got social media back, like, a couple of days ago, because I've just been kind of, like, taking a break. And let me tell you this. It is okay to take a break from social media. Don't feel like you have to be on social media all the time. And it's a lot going on. Like, trust me. I get it. So take a break. Do what you got to do. Take that time. Just be with yourself. Don't let everything that's happening consume you. You will be okay. But also be aware and know what's happening. If you don't know what's happening, you have internet. If you don't have internet, somebody will tell you what's happening. Like, there's no way you cannot not know what's happening. Okay? Anyway, so I'm going to take this over here to my Keurig because I have a little Keurig, you know, has dark roast coffee. I'm going to do that, okay? BRB. All right, y'all. Coffee is nice and hot and ready for my ancestors. So I'm going to put this on the altar. You're going to come with me, okay? We're going to walk. We're going to walk and talk. All right. So, to a lot of people who do venerate ancestors, this is something that you do to give them an offering and thanks for what they do and just thanking them for the workings. Thank you for just being here. Thank you for just everything they've done. Make sure you are talking to the ancestors that you know. Don't be talking to no random ancestors, and make sure you are praying and you are working with ancestors that are right for you. And also just know what you're doing. Don't just be willy-nilly putting a candle on an altar. Don't just be willy-nilly putting a candle on your altar and just praying to any spirit or any whatever. Make sure you are doing what you know and what you know is right, and talk to the right ancestors, your right spirit guides. Talk to the right spirits, because you can't just be willy-nilly putting a candle on an altar and some coffee and water and just saying, oh, spirit guides, spirits, hear me. No. No. Do your research. Do your research. If you don't know who your ancestors are, that is okay. If you don't know what you're doing, that is okay. That's what you need to ask. Don't just do anything willy-nilly and see a cute little TikTok video of someone doing an ancestor altar and just being like, oh, I'm gonna make an altar. I'm gonna make an altar and just talk to random spirits. No, because you are initially inviting spirits into your energy, into your home, into wherever you are, and you don't know who you're communicating with. That's why you need to have discernment. You need to know who you are communicating with and be direct and be specific with who you are talking to. You do not want to invite any old random spirit in your house, in your energy, wherever you at, because that's dangerous. Okay? Okay. All right. So, like I said, please be mindful, be careful what you're doing. This is not something that I take very lightly. I'm very serious about this. I'm very serious about this practice. I do not take this lightly. I've done the research. I am 10 years in the game. 10 years, and I'm still learning. I'm still researching. I'm still understanding myself. I'm still trying to figure out where I stand spiritually, but I have an understanding of who I am, what I practice, and who I talk to, and who I interact with and work with spiritually, because I've already made that connection with said spirits, with said ancestors, and I made sure I do not just go in willy-nilly doing whatever the fuck I want and talking to any random spirit, any random deity, any random orisha. Trust me, I am not initiated in African traditional religions. That is not me. I have learned to respect and honor and understand these spirits, understand these deities, understand these higher powers, but I do not actively, work with them, because I do not have that connection with them. These spirits do not know me. These deities I don't know them, they don't know me. I just know of them. I know their names, I know everything else, but I don't know them. So if you are just looking at a TikTok or looking at whatever and you think, oh my God, I want to work with Oshun, go ahead and light that candle. Go ahead and light that candle. Make a honey jar and dedicate it to Oshun. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'm joking. But for real, like, please be mindful. Do your research. If you know somebody who is very spiritual and knows of these practices and is actually in the practice, talk to them. Ask them questions. Be like, hey, I'm interested in this practice. I'm interested in this religion. I would like to know more about the religion, about the spirits, and how do I communicate, how to work with them. And also, there are things you just don't know. There are practices you don't know. There are things that are sacred, and they're not going to tell you everything up front because it is sacred. It is something that they have cultivated within the culture themselves. It is very culturally. It is a culture. It is something that people are either born into or they have had readings and they said, this is your path. This is what you need to do. You need to make sure that you are doing what's right for you. You know what I mean? Not everybody is going to be a Yoruba priestess. Not everybody is going to be Ifa. Not everybody is going to talk to Hecate. Not everybody is going to talk to Isis. These things are not supposed to be yours inherently. You're supposed to research and know what is right for you, because you can't just be going in willy-nilly and thinking, oh, I have a right to this religion because my ancestors are African. No, that's not true. Some people go into this stuff being entitled and thinking they're supposed to do this because their ancestry and their lineage. But I'm telling you right now, sometimes not everybody is meant to be practicing hoodoo. Not everybody is meant to be practicing witchcraft. Sometimes it's good to learn and it's good to educate yourself, but you have to know what's right for you and what isn't right for you. And I hope I'm saying things right. I hope I'm not butchering these terms and these words that are used in these practices because I'm still learning myself. I don't know everything. I don't. And if I am saying something wrong, please, somebody let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know what I am doing wrong so I can correct myself and say what is right and make sure I am actually respecting and honoring these practices because these practices are indigenous. These are before my time. These came before me and they will be here after me. Okay? And I will respect them and honor them and make sure that I am doing what I can to be respectful. Okay? That being said, we're going to make some tea. Okay, so I have some tea in here. It has been sitting, it has been boiling, it has been simmering for about 30-45 minutes. I let it really cook and get the nutrients out of the roots and the leaves and the herbs and all that stuff before I just, pour in a strainer and do all this other stuff. So, let me tell you what I use, okay? Let me get the ingredients, okay? All right, so you're gonna get you some hibiscus flower, okay? I'm looking right at you. Hibiscus flower, okay? You're gonna get some turmeric, echinacea, elderberry, and licorice root. Oh, I just put the spoon in the pot. Oh, okay. So you're gonna get this, and also you're gonna get ginger. Now with the ginger, you're going to peel it. You don't have to peel it, but I've come to just liking to peel the ginger because I feel like it becomes more potent when you peel it. You're gonna peel the ginger. You don't have to, you can just cut it into chunks. You can do what you wanna do. Now, that being said, what you're gonna do, you're gonna boil the ginger first. Boil it first, cut it in chunks, shave it, peel it, cut it in chunks, put it in the water, or you can use a grater. Get a grater, put it in the water, boil it, let it sit 10-15 minutes, you're gonna let it sit and simmer and just let the nutrients and everything kind of soak up in the water, and then you're gonna put some hibiscus in there. After it's nice and hot, after it boils, you're gonna put some hibiscus, let it sit up in there, simmer, steep, 15 to 20 minutes, tops. Or if you really wanna make it potent, overnight. Just saying, overnight, do that. Then after that, that is that tea. If you want to add some honey, some lemon, whatever, you can drink it hot, warm, cold. I prefer warm or hot because it's really soothing in the body. It's really soothing in the body, and it makes it nice and soothing and warm, and it makes your body feel nice and warm, especially in this cold. And what it's going to do, it's going to help your immune system. It's going to help get that mucus out. It's going to help your blood pressure. It's going to help soothe everything in your body. It's going to help elevate that sickness, okay? Because sometimes when you're sick and you have the flu, you don't really want to go get some medicine. You don't want to get no Sudafed. You don't want to get no Advil. You want to do something herbal. You want to make sure that, connecting with the roots, connected with nature, whatever. Yeah, get you some ginger, get you some hibiscus, some lemon, orange, honey, or agave for some little sweetness, and that's that tea. Now, make sure you are okay to drink this tea. If you are pregnant, have an autoimmune disease, if you have anything else, if you're allergic to ginger, please do not drink this. Do not make this. I repeat, do not. Make sure you are okay and make sure your body is okay to drink this because this is a very potent drink. It is something that I use because I know that my body can take it and my family can take it. I make it for everybody in my family. Everybody is fine. I don't give it to my nephew because he's like 1. I make sure that my nephew is okay because I don't just want to give him any random herbs because his body is not able to function like ours. He can't drink and take random herbs, okay? Now, for this tea right here, specifically, okay, I use licorice root, elderberry, echinacea, turmeric, and hibiscus. I use these sparingly. What I do is I get a pot, put some water in there. You don't really have to measure the water, just make sure it's enough that's gonna fill up a cup, not a cup, but fill up a nice jug for you and your family, or just if you wanna make a big picture for yourself, that's fine. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put all the ingredients into one pot, into the water. You're gonna stir it around. Oh, hold up. Rewind. You're gonna let the water boil first. Then after you let it boil, you're gonna put all the stuff in the herbs. And also, let me be very clear. If you are a spiritual person, if you practice what I practice, then you need to speak life into the herbs and speak life into every single herb, every single root, every single leaf. And you are making sure that you are putting the right intention and the right energy into this stuff, because this is very spiritual. Healing your family, healing yourself through these herbs. They have spirits and they have meanings and they have identifications and they heal every part, different parts of the body. So make sure you are speaking intention into this tea, into the herbs, the roots, leaves, even in the water, even in the pot. As you are doing what you're doing, you can either say it out loud, you can speak it in your mind, or you can whisper, do what you gotta do. Make sure you were speaking intention, you were doing what you gotta do. Now, after you let the water boil and you put all the herbs and stuff and all the other stuff in there, you can let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. 10, 15, 20 minutes, right by that time. I do it longer, like 20, 25 minutes, maybe, but also I'm doing 2 teas, so that's like combining the time together. Now, after you do that, you're gonna let it simmer, you're gonna let it sit, you're gonna let it steep, you're gonna let it just kind of soak in, let the water soak in all the nutrients and all the things, all the juices, and all that good stuff. Yes, God. You're gonna let it soak it in, okay? Now, after that, you're gonna get a strainer. You're gonna strain the tea, you're gonna put it in a jug, and you're gonna save it for later. Now, you can do this however many times you want to. Just, this is what I do. This is my recipe. Please, if you have a different recipe, stick to that recipe. I'm just giving out my own stuff, my own recipes, and what I do and what I've learned and what I have researched myself. Now, there are some books that I do recommend you reading to help you understand herbs and help you understand the elements of herbs, the spirit of herbs, the different properties, the spiritual, the medicinal, and all these different properties of said herbs. So if you want me to do that, I can put them in the link below. Okay. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. I do not know everything. I do not know everything. I am still learning. I am a beginner herbalist. This is baby. I see a whole bigger vision for me. I see me having my own apothecary. I would love to incorporate herbs and all this stuff into a bigger vision for myself. You better think big, bitch. You better think big, bitch. I be thinking big for myself. I be thinking big for myself. For real. For real. I'm thinking big for myself. Okay? Now, like I said, I don't know everything. I don't know every property, every medicinal property, every spiritual property, because I am still, even 10 years in the motherfucking game, I am still learning. Because I will say, one, I've been procrastinating. I've just been putting it off. I really haven't been doing what I need to do. But spirit ancestors have been really pushing me to do this stuff. And so I'm doing it. Like I said, fear will not be the death of me. I'm not letting fear stop me from doing what I need to do and doing the things I know I need to do to get the things I want. Period. Okay? Listen to me. I am loving my journey right now. I'm loving where I'm at. I'm loving my spiritual journey. I'm loving my spiritual journey and where I'm at, and just everything I'm learning is just elevating me in so many ways that I cannot even imagine. And I'm so blessed and I'm so honored to be able to share this knowledge, even the little bit of knowledge that I've gained from understanding myself and understanding what it means to be spiritual. Because everybody can say, oh, I'm spiritual. Oh my God, I'm so spiritual. But what does that mean to you? Everyone has their own definition of what being spiritual means. Spiritual can mean I'm walking outside barefoot and hugging trees. Another side of spiritual can mean, oh, I'm out here making candles and healing work and working with angels and all this other stuff. Another side of spirituality can mean, oh yeah, I'm working with baneful magic. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm hexing, I'm cursing, I'm doing all this stuff. Left hand work and all this, like different spirituality, different spiritual paths for different people. Like you have your own identification and your own definition of what it means to be spiritual. You do not have to go with what everybody else is doing. Do what's right for you. Learn yourself first before you go in and deciding to learn other shit. Learn yourself first. That is the most important part. Get within yourself, dig deep, go deep within yourself, understand what makes you you. What do you connect with? What feels right to you? What feels like, okay, I can work with this. Because if you're watching somebody making a whole altar to Hecate, or making a whole altar to, let's say they working with dragons or whatever, and you're like, I want to do that. That looks fascinating. You make an altar with dragons, next thing you know, your whole room on fire. Because they said, baby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because you didn't really take the time to actually understand what it means to work with these things. Anyway, I digress. I got off topic. Excuse me. Like I said, please do your own research. Make sure you learn yourself first, because this is very serious. This is very serious. This is very serious. You are working with forces, elements, spirits that have been here since the beginning of time. Primordial forces. So please understand and make sure you're grounding yourself, because one thing I've learned is once you get deep into your spiritual journey, you're going to want to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. That is beautiful. Please continue to learn, continue to read, continue to ask questions, continue to gain knowledge. That is the whole point. Please keep learning, keep wanting to learn, but know that you need to be able to take a step back and be like, hold up. This is too much, and it's okay, because it is a lot. Ground yourself, come back to reality for a little bit, ground yourself, sit with yourself, and connect with yourself. Okay? Just be still for a couple seconds, because it could be a lot. You're talking to a lot of things. Okay? Please ground yourself, be centered, and okay. All right. Like I said. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you're enjoying this little mini-series that I'm doing, because, well, not mini-series, but like this thing that I'm doing with myself, I'm kind of pushing myself. I'm kind of forcing myself to put the camera up and record and just allow myself to be seen, no matter how I look, no matter if I'm like dressed up, have a bonnet on, a jacket, or whatever. Like, if I have something to say, I'm going to say it. And it doesn't matter if I have a bonnet on or not. Now, will I walk outside with a bonnet and looking like this? No. Because my grandma raised me better. My grandma raised me better. She said, baby, if you go outside this house, you can look presentable. You represent me. So make sure you look good. Hello? Don't be walking outside and going no places with no bonnet on. Now, the other times when I'm going to the dollar store, that's like right down the road, they see me at my worst. They have seen me at my worst. Okay? Anyway, let's cut this video out, because it's getting too long. I'm rambling. I'm talking too much. I just came here to talk about some teas and some ancestors and some whatever. And some spirit work. Okay? That's all I came to talk about. Alright? I love y'all. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon, wherever you're watching this video. I hope you feel safe. Be safe, y'all. Please. If ICE is at your window, please be safe. Protesters, please be safe. I'm begging y'all, please be safe out here in these streets. A lot is happening. Please be safe. And be warm, stay warm in this cold. I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for just healing, understanding, protection, everybody, and just making sure that you're safe. Ashe, I'm praying to my archangels. I'm praying to God. I'm praying to my ancestors. I'm praying to my spirit guides. I'm praying whoever's watching this video that they're safe and that they're well taken care of. And yeah, I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.